goals like work in this company, try and get a position at this company, try and build something for yourself, try and build this value. So all those checklists that I've been checking are all success to me. Like the first success is like try to learn something valuable. So that's
value is equivalent to success.
Exactly. Boom. That's it. The biggest regret I have is not collaborating enough. So where I'm coming from, if you hear the story from the past, is like me, trying to get this, trying to get that, trying to get this, trying to get that.
The fact that you're actually switching because you're mass comm students.
Exactly.
Switching.
Exactly. I had a lot of me time trying to do a lot of things myself, and when I eventually switched and I'm now comfortable with what I'm doing, I got to understand that I'm actually good in this thing, and I try to put more effort into it and try to do amazing things with it. But you see, this year was different. This year I had more to do, and usually I used to have more to do, but not as much as this year. And other years, like I've been crushing it. If you give me this thing, I'm doing it. Give me this thing, I'm doing it. But this year surprised me because instead of me, because I've always been I'm the only person that can do it. Like the other people can do it, but I will go there and work on that person's stuff, make it as perfect as what I want, make my as perfect as what I want, and just push everything basically. Always trying to carry everything myself. But that thing hurts me a lot by not learning how to collaborate early. So
hey beautiful viewers, hello, how you doing? Thank you for coming to another episode on JIST-PODCAST on TikTok, Facebook, and on YouTube. JIST-PODCAST. Thank you very much for subscribing. Those that have been supporting, showing love, you guys are amazing. Honestly, trust me, I can't thank you guys enough. And shout out on Instagram, I am Don Dudu, and also on Instagram I am _IDudu. Thank you very much, Salma. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for always being there, guys. One love. Yeah, it's another beautiful time, another beautiful episode of JIST-PODCAST. As you know, we talk facts for you. Yeah, I have someone, an amazing nigga. This guy is a real G, man. He's a real G. He's a tech guy. Someone you've seen our guru Baba, you understand? So he's someone that I kind of love his intelligence. And I decided, let me bring him outside of tech a little bit. Let us get to discuss something relevant, something societal. Understand? Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Matthew on JIST-PODCAST. Matthew, what's up, my guy?
Hi, guy.
Hi, the bad guy.
Yeah.
Good to see you, man.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me here. My name is Wonkolo Gechukumafi. So you have said it all.
Hey, guy, bad guy.
I'm happy to be here, to be honest. I'm actually happy to be here.
Same here. It's good to have you.
You're a great person, so I mean, anytime you invite me, I would always show 100%.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. I'm with you, man.
Straight up.
Yeah.
It's been a while now. It's been a while we have this kind of conversation.
Yeah, actually.
You know that like night time.
It's been a while.
This time now, it's more serious, more intense. More reality.
Yeah, I get. I can see the cameras and all. So you're right on that.
Matthew, please tell me, in your whole sincere definition, what can you really say success is all about?
That's actually a very good question, because to just answer the question straight off the bat, success is just checking out goals. That's for me, basically checking out goals in a very short term. So there are different examples of how checking out goals is. It's not a straight line of like, when I get this, I'm all successful. You can be successful in the financial space. You can be successful in the career space. You can be successful in like spiritual and all of that jazz. But the way I kind of I calculate my success is like, usually in the past, right? In the past, I don't like calculate on how much success I've had, or because I'm trying to tell you that success is not just one success and you've gotten all the success. Exactly. So it's almost like you need to calculate how success comes for you. For example, I have goals. Obviously, I have goals. I have goals that I want to have. Everybody wants to be financially stable. Yeah. Exactly. Everybody wants to have a great career. But for me, it's not just stopping at like having a great career is going forward to say I want to have a value, right? Before all this career and all this talk about financial stability, I've always been I've never wondered how all this works. But when I was in school, there was a particular scenario that made me start like measuring success. Yeah. I went to my dad's office. Sorry for bringing this
It's fine.
stuff. Yeah. So I actually went to my dad's office, right? And I visited him. That day was a very good day. I was meant to do some kind of internship there, right? That first day was like, oh, Ogason is around. You get now. You try to like not necessarily please him, but just is the only like young person here. So let's try to welcome him. Yeah. So you make exactly welcome him, give him. I mean, my dad's office, I can see that I could boil water and drink tea. So I was like, there's AC here, like everything is cool. Now I was not asking I did not ask myself any question at that point. What I was just doing was just shining my teeth. I was just shining my teeth. Then when it now got down to the main thing of like, okay, it's time to work, you get. That's when reality set in. That's when I understood the difference between this person is valuable and this person is very replaceable, right? Valuable, it means that doesn't mean you can always replace valuable stuff, right? But it's very painful. So most people don't want to just be replacing valuable stuff every time. I mean, if you buy an Apple AirPod now that costs like 300 or 400k, you just want to be replacing every time. Nobody wants to do that. Exactly. So that's the first thing I knew about. Like, so going back to the story, it was like I went back. I was like a interviewer for some product, and I had to start going from shop to shop outside there. Now there's a big difference. I'm under the sun. My dad inside the AC and is chilling. He worked to be there. He's valuable in that place he's working at. Yeah. So was I replaceable, but which person is very easy to replace? Me, right? Exactly. So going back to school, I was like, I understand what value is. So that brought me to now trying to evaluate myself, that what can I do to be valuable? We'll come to the word success. I don't measure success too much, and that was the question, right? But I'm trying to build ourselves up to that point. Exactly. So I went back to school. I was thinking about how can I be successful? Just to bring a little bit spirituality into it. There's this prayer that I used that came up at the church. The prayer is just basically saying, God, make me valuable in the marketplace of life. That prayer is, I'm not going to pray every day, every single hour, but every time I fear that I'm not valuable, like that sense is now with me that bro, what you are doing, you're not valuable. Like if you look at yourself in this thing that you're doing next 2-3 years, bro, will you be in that AC? I know AC is a very small thing to look at, but think about more around it. Like would you be valuable? Yeah, would you be valuable? Exactly. Would you be actually valuable? So every step I now start making goals, I now start setting, they have to be make me more and more valuable. So if I check off a particular goal, it's bringing me a success. It's bringing me close to the type of success I want. So now let's now say goals. I also get now we've understood what value is now. We've understood what goals is like. I've understood how those goals can come in. We'll also get to success. But let me speak a little bit on the goals. What are the goals I set myself to? I was like, you know what? Since I was looking for different values, how can I be valuable? Then I enter. I saw something like tech. You're not even going to go into tech. I'm just going to mention it. Tech, that is exactly. So that's just tech, right? It's not like, okay, tech has a low value, low barrier of entry at that time when I was learning it, right? But high demand in value, meaning that people want to pay and people want to get things out there, right? So it's not, think about other things. It's not tech. There are different things. But think about what kind of value you can actually provide and that can actually stick to that you can actually do when you're even angry. You can still be doing it basically. So yeah, I started doing that. I started putting my blood, sweat, because before I got into it, I knew that can this be valuable next 3 years, 4 years. I said yes. It's something I can stick to, and something at the point I did not like, but I grew to like. Right, I started putting my blood, sweat, tears, like just wanted to get to understand how this thing, because I was coming from mass communication. But then
mass communication,
yeah,
tech.
yeah. So then, and I was not like, you know what? I've checked up my first goal. My first goal is understand how this whole coding and all the things work. Now, the next step is getting a job, just trying to see how much value I've actually gathered over time. Then from there, I started checking off all these goals, like work in this company, try and get a position at this company, try and build something for yourself, try and do this value. So all those checklists that I've been checking are all success to me. Like the first success is like the value, try to learn something valuable. So that's
value is equivalent to success.
Exactly.
Boom.
That's exactly what I've been trying to say. Boom. Basically, so just list out goals of yours. I'm not saying list out 25 goals. Goals can always go into the next year, and it's not the yearly goal. It is a goal, and success can take time. So
be it one, be
it two, just focus, consistent about it, and that's basically how I measure success. That's what success means to me. Awesome. Checking off goals.
Awesome.
And yeah, basically that's that.
That's quite amazing, honestly, I must say, because you've really made me to understand the equation or the equity between being valuable and it also sum up to be a success.
Yeah.
But trust me, in a couple of days, we're gonna say 2024 is past. Last year.
Yeah.
There must be something really that if you look back throughout this year, like this year has been crazy, honestly. For everyone, definitely has been crazy. But something that you know that yes, this year, this is one mistake I've made, and it's so hurtful, and it has shaped me to become a better person and a better version of myself.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody has their regrets,
definitely.
So mine is pretty straightforward. I don't like saying story, but they don't ask for it, so let's get to it. Alright, so I have different stages, right? Before we get to the real, just for you to understand where I'm coming from. Because if I just give you the answer like this, you just okay. But you have to get a little bit of context.
I need to connect.
Yeah, I have to give you context around it. So the biggest regret I have is not collaborating enough. So where I'm coming from, if you hear the story from past, is like me trying to get this, trying to get that, trying to get this, trying to get that.
The fact that you're actually switching, because you mentioned that you're mass comm students.
Exactly.
Switching.
Exactly. I had a lot of me time trying to do a lot of things myself, and when I eventually switched and I'm now comfortable with what I'm doing, I got to understand that I'm actually good in this thing, and I try to put more effort into it and try to do amazing things with it. But you see, this year was different. This year I had more to do, and usually I used to have more to do, but not as much as this year. And other years is like I've been crushing it. If you give me this thing, I'm doing it. Give me this thing, I'm doing it. But this year surprised me, because instead of me, because I've always been I'm the only person that can do it. Like the other people can do it, but I will go there and work on that person's stuff, make it as perfect as what I want, make my pass as perfect as what I want, and just push everything, basically. Always trying to carry everything myself. But that thing hurts me a lot by not learning how to collaborate early. So when I started collaborating with when I started having a lot to do and I started feeling overwhelmed, it was hard for me to reach out to people. There are a lot of people that would have helped me out, but it was hard for me to. It was not hard. It's just I don't know. It's obvious. I'm a human being. I know what collaboration is, but it was not part of my first options of reaching out to people like, oh hey, Alpha, I have this a lot. I have so much work like this. Can you explain this to me? Can you just help me out with this? Like I'm always like, you know what? I have a lot of to do. If I open my phone now, you see. If I open my Notion, you see a lot of to do that I'm going to do, and I tried using Notion to arrange things, but I got to understand that you can't do everything yourself.
It's not done.
You need help.
Really
You need collaboration. There are things you just want to lock in and do yourself, but collaboration is the major lesson I learned about this year. I thought I was a Superman, but to be honest, yeah, you need people
Fierce
to help
man.
you. Exactly. Yeah, so that was my biggest. I mean, that might not be what you'd be expecting. Maybe you are expecting that. Oh, my biggest regret is I did not shoot bazooka or somebody. No, that my biggest regret is like it's collaboration. Basically, yeah.
I love your job.
Yeah, basically. So like going forward, not even exactly only in jobs, more like personal projects, jobs. For example, if I have a personal project, because I understand how the whole process works, right? I don't need to hire anybody to or message anyone to tell me that, oh, can you help me to do it? Because sometimes people slow you down. So I'm like, you know what, I'll pick it up and start doing it. But just doing it on myself will make me spend more time. I have other work to do. Like instead of me to like outsource it to someone, I'll outsource my personal project. Like, oh, you at the meantime be doing this while I focus on the job. When I have time, I'll come back to it. But no, I was trying to get everything together. I got burnt out. I got down a lot, and that's when I realized that I need to learn how to collaborate more. I need to learn how to speak to people that, oh, this is what the task is, so that
not all about you.
So yeah, so exactly, because it takes me time to like explain things to people. Like when I think about, oh, I need to explain this to me, I was like, no, let me just do it. Yeah, exactly. So now I need to start learning how to communicate these things to people so that they can understand it to the level I can understand it, so they can solve it better or the way I would have solved it. So yeah, collaboration was the biggest regret.
Trust me, awesome. Everything is kind of interwoven.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, collaboration to success to value. Trust me, you've really helped us here today to highlight some key words, key potentials, which people out there, my lovely viewers out there, will look for in their personal lives, in their personal doing in 2025. Matthew, I say thank you very much for coming. Thank you for sharing your experience. Trust me, myself and my lovely viewers, we still love to come have you around, have you talk to us, share us experience, because it's been amazing. Thank you very much, viewers. Thank you for staying tuned. Please don't forget to subscribe on JIST Podcast, on YouTube channel JIST Podcast, Facebook channel JIST Podcast, also on TikTok JIST Podcast. Thank you very much. Like I do say, pay now so that you can play later. Because if you play now, that's scare lie, you go pay later. And also, don't forget, calm down. Your payday will soon turn your payday. Thank you very much, guys. God bless. One love.